What up, people? You already know the Latin assassin himself, Big Lou, stepping back in. What it do? Big Lou, NFZ. Oh, baby, baby. You already know. So, first time you coming to the channel, we highly appreciate it. If you sub, like, share the channel with your family, friends, folks, peoples, gente, buddies, pals, amigos, amigos, and like us Puerto Ricanos, Boricuas say, panas. And don't be shy, folks, to hit that like button when you come on in. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not monetized yet. I'm still far from being monetized. I'm getting close on the subscribers part of it, but watch hours, I'm still pretty far off. You got to have 4,000 watch hours. I think I'm like at about 1,800 or maybe 2,000. So I got a ways to go on there, but subscriber wise, I'm getting there. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, I'm in this to win this, right? I'm in this for the long haul. I'm in this for the grind. You know what I mean? It became like a little niche for me, I guess. The whole reason I started this channel was because in between time, the no fly zone, obviously you're dealing with three different individuals. Everybody has their own schedules and things is that, of that. So therefore, people's, things come up, work schedules. At the time, Nelson's work schedule was kind of crazy. It's still kind of crazy, Carlos' work schedule. Me, on the other hand, at that time, I had a more flexible schedule because I was a foreman position. So therefore I can, stick and move and do whatever I really wanted to. Now that's changed because that job, uh, that assignment had finished, and I moved on to another site, and I'm no longer in that position. So I'm more, I'm not able to, and also my schedule changed. I'm at night now, and it's about to change again here soon because this job is about to be done. So I don't know how free I'll be then. I'll probably be able to do some streams, on the way, to and from maybe or something like that on live streams. I've been trying to step up my live stream game because, like, I don't know if you guys remember, I was doing a lot of shorts and a lot of pre-recorded and wasn't doing any lives. So therefore my numbers were going down on the lives, you know what I'm saying? But now I stepped my game back up, and across the board, my numbers are up. I mean, big time up. So I want to thank everybody that has subscribed to the channel, that watches the videos. There's a lot of people that don't comment. The usual comment people that comment are like, oh, okay, we got PNG Media News, Mike. What's up, Mike? Send my brother all the way to Chi-Town. You already know we got Yankees for life tapping in from Texas. So yeah, those two individuals are cats that comment a lot on my videos, as well as Joey Melrose, Nick M, TT Rad. Let's see, Jamie. I haven't seen Jamie Rupert in a few weeks. I hope everything's all right going on over there in Pittsburgh. But those are the main ones that comment a lot on the videos. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And like I said, all the subscribers as well that tap in. Pulling up to the park right now. Let this girl get out and do her thing. She got in trouble yesterday. She peed in the house. And I don't understand because I'm on the top of it. I'm constantly taking her out. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. She got in trouble, and I threw her in the kennel for a little while. And anyways, you know what I mean? It's just one of them things, man. It's gonna happen sometimes. It's all about progression, not perfection. And I need to always remember that. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm taking on even a bigger responsibility, picking up this boy tonight. Tonight I'm picking him up. San Francisco Airport tonight at 10:30. See who else we got here. Buffalo Billy go ratty outside. Uh-oh, we got a little old pug. Oh no, that might be a French bulldog. Oh yeah, that's a French bulldog running around. A lot of people get scared when they see Daisy, man, and she's just a baby. She's 7 months old, but she looks full grown. I mean, if you look at her, at her stature, she's, she's 7 months old. She just turned 7 months on the 8th, right? But if you look at her, when it comes to the categories of bullies, you got the standard, and then you got the XL, which are the two biggest ones they recognize. She's already 18 inches tall, so she's already for a female, it's 18 inches to 22 inches tall, and a male is 19 to 23 inches, I believe. So she's already right there. Come on, Lou, you gave the dog time in the shoe. Yeah, you damn right. You damn right, man. Because you know what? I mean, I got upset. I ain't gonna lie. I got upset because I'm on top of this. You know what I'm saying? I take her out constantly. Where I'm, getting up in the middle of the night 3 times a night to take her out. Because who just imagine yourself got to use the bathroom and you got to hold it. That's got to do. Depending on how long it is, that's going to do damage on your kidneys, and it's just not a comfortable feeling, right? And so I'm on top of it. So I'll take her out at midnight, then I'll take her out again at 2, 3 in the morning, and then I'll take her out at 6 in the morning, 6:30, and then that's when I feed her between 6:30 and 7. Usually 6:30 and 7 when I get the kids up for school. I take her out, use the bathroom, and then I feed her. You know what I'm saying? And then 12 hours later, I feed her again. So yeah. So that's where we're at with that. But it's just how would I say? In a sense, it's like she's ruining it for herself. In other words, not with me, but the wifey. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the wifey loves her, but I'm just saying, she got a brand new carpet and she pissed on the carpet. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, she's like, motherfucker, you owe me money and da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, you got that coming. You know what I'm saying? But what's good, though, with Champ is coming, he's never even lived outside at all, period. So, Daisy, before I got her, she was an outside dog. She didn't sleep in the house. She was outside. Her brother was kept in the house, but she wasn't. And the mama and the other sister was outside, too. So anyway, she loves it being in the house. She knows the difference. You know what I mean? Obviously, But anyways, what I was saying was, yeah, she messed it up. She's messing it up for herself. I say, But with this boy coming, he's never been outside other than to play. He's already crate trained as well, and come on. He's crate trained as well. They got, I want to say they have like a they put in that litter, and they kept they're keeping out of Champ's litter. They're keeping a boy that's like his twin. Excuse me, and they're keeping so the puppy, that litter came all different colors. Like Baskin Robbins, 31 flavors. You know what I mean? They got a black one. There's a brown sable, and then Champ's more like a red sable, and then you got a chocolate and white, and then like a blondish female, and then a black tri. So that means it's like the Rottweiler Doberman color, black with the rust and then the white. So it's like a Baskin Robbins 31 flavors. So I got Daisy's DNA thing back yesterday. It says that she carries the genes she carries is black and gray, which that's the color she is, gray. Her mama was black. Excuse me. Let me take that back. She had some black brothers. I don't even say that sounds funny. Some black brothers. That don't even sound right. Black coat with some white. She had a few brothers like that. Her one brother Blanco is all white. And then she had her color, the gray. She has, I think there was a brother that was like her color gray. So it says that she carries black, gray, and brown. Those are her colors she carries. It says that she doesn't carry the Merle gene, but she carries a diluted gene that will. It said that it basically it said something like patterns, because Merle's not a color, it's a pattern, right? Just like the ticking too. The ticking. So I'm not those are basically all I can understand about what I seen there. Hold on, people. Some of the other stuff I don't understand. So I screenshot it and I sent it to the breeder that I'm getting Champ from. So hopefully they can explain a little bit better to me, if they can. So that's where we're at with that. But yeah, I just wanted to tap in and do a little live. Yesterday, Fridays is usually Freestyle Friday, but You know, I had go over there, come on. I had what's his name? That Turbo dog. I had Turbo on the thumbnail. Um, because of his story, you know what I'm saying? It was one of them stories about a dog getting abused and, you know, getting that second chance, going with a loving family, you know, to start a new chapter in his life. So I felt that it was, that I needed to put that. So I did. Oh yeah. Yanks. Thanks for that, compliment up there too. I forgot to put, you said dropping good videos. Thanks. I appreciate it. But, you know, I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do what I can. Let's see. Big Lou, I always support you. Thanks. I appreciate that. What type of musicians were you? What type of musician were you? I'm not really a musician, but I do have bongos. I do mess around with the bongos. Um, you know, it's in our blood. You know what I'm saying? That African influence, them African roots. You know, the congas, the bongos, the maracas, the cuatro, all that's from Spain. You know, and you mix that with the congas, bongos. You know, the guidos also from Spain. You know, and you get that an infusion, right? That mainland, you know, that African Spaniard, you know, that comes out to be that, you know, that powerful salsa. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is a bongo? A bongo is your head. You know, all those people that always hit you on top of your head. Come on, wow, Buffalo Billy, you playing around? A bongo. You don't know what a bongo is? I think a fucking 2-year-old baby knows what a bongo is. Anyways, I'll show you guys one day. I don't have them here with me. They're at the house, but there's a video going around shorts where our dogs, you know, they're holding up the puppies and they're hitting the bongos with you know, where it's like actually they're not even using the bongos, they're using like pots and pans. But I actually got bongos, so I think I'm gonna try to do a little video with Champ when he gets here because Daisy's too fucking big. She's too big. I can't lift her up like that. So everybody's funny, man. These people are walking. Hey, what are you eating? Stop eating stuff over there. Come on. It's funny how these people, they got smaller dogs. Even when they got bigger dogs, they see Daisy, they get all fucking spooked. You know what I'm saying? And she don't even run up on them or nothing. Just the way she looks, and she's only a baby. It's funny. I mean, it's funny, but it could not be funny because, you know, they could have had wild experiences. You know what I'm saying? I seen that video on the dog food that's expensive. Oh yeah, yeah. So I did a Rojo 650. He asked me about that he just recently got a bully. And he asked me it seemed like his dog's been losing weight since he got him. So, what's up, JM? Send mines, brother. So he was asking me like what I feed him, and you know, and so I put that picture of the raw food, and a lot of people were thinking that it was that was what I feed Daisy, but no, I haven't. That was a screenshot. I haven't implemented the raw food yet in her diet. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm watching a lot of. There was two channels that I mentioned a few times on here that I watch really religiously. One is QBNK Kennels out of Cleveland, Texas. He's a Cuban cat, Venezuelan Cuban cat from Miami originally. He's a veteran. He feeds his dogs raw in the summer, I believe it is, and then kibble, which is dog food, in the winter. And so probably gonna try to implement something like that, or you know, just keep it basic. Because some people get wild, they get jiggy with it when it comes to feeding their dog stuff, man. They give them all kinds of, you know, when it comes to, and these dudes are boxing over. I know they're fucking playing capoeira here. I'm thinking they're really fighting. They're over there dancing and shit, like capoeira type shit. Anyways, when it comes to the meats, they give, you know, ground beef, chicken quarters, chicken legs, and this is all raw, liver, kidney, intestines. I seen salmon, different kind of fish, stuff like that. And then when it comes to the vegetables and fruits, you can give them all kinds of stuff. Hey, come here, come on. You can give them all kinds of different stuff. You can give them apples, you know, oranges, bananas, strawberries, watermelon, vegetables, sauerkraut, cottage cheese. They give a lot of different stuff. Hey, come here, come on, let's go. Now she's starting to hey, Daisy, come here. She's starting to stay, she's starting to go a little further away than she used to. Come on. I don't know if you guys can see her. Let me see. Can you see her way over there? I can't even see her. I don't know. Come on.
keep wandering off, I'm gonna tie your little ass up. But anyways, so yeah, they get jiggy with it, man. White rice, different things are good for the stomach, like sauerkraut for the gut, white rice, pumpkin, you know, if they got like diarrhea and stuff like that. And another thing is too, like with Champs coming, they've been feeding them a certain food. They've been feeding them dog food, puppy food, excuse me, and they give them a lot of ground beef. And so the brand that I have is the one I showed in the other video yesterday of the dry dog food, is the Diamond. It's a different brand than what they're feeding them. So in that case right there, you can't give them, you have to introduce it to them lightly, you know. So in other words, the food that you're feeding them already, take maybe at least half and half at the beginning, and then feed it like that a couple of days, and then go a little less of the one that you've been feeding them, and then a little bit more of the new food. You introduce it to them like that, because if you just stop cold turkey the food you're feeding them and then give them another one, they can give them diarrhea and upset their stomach. This is all new stuff I learned about that, because back in the day, you know, you were looking for the best bang for your buck. You know, that's the old Roy fucking bag at Walmart, 50-pound sack for, you know, $10 to $12. But if you look at these dog foods, the ingredients are no good. Even the ones that used to be good back in the day, like Nutramax, Ukanuba, IAMS, Science Diet, they're shitty now, and they're still selling the bags for $50-$60 a bag. You know, I'm currently on IAMS with Daisy right now, but I got that bag free, and it, you know, it helped me out with, you know, saving like $50 at the time. But I gotta pick up a poop. You know, at the time, but I'm on Diamond right now. And I suggest Diamond and Victor as those are the two good, I believe, the two best foods. Call of the Wild, though, is another one I heard that Buzz from Buzz Yard Recall with Buzz, he posted that in my comment section. I've heard of that one as well. Again, that dude Raul that I was talking about from QB&N Kennels, he actually went into Walmart, or not Walmart, Petco or PetSmart, and actually grabbed all the different brands, especially the ones that people were asking about or saying were good. And he went through all the ingredients that were in the back, and a lot of them end up being crap. You know what I mean? They had a lot of grains, which is never good for your dog. It causes itchy, irritated skin, allergic reactions, stuff like that. It's just not good for their digestive system, things like that. Hey, get over here. Come on. She thinks she's just gonna wander around and shit now. So, you know, like I said, I believe Victor, anytime you have meats in the food, that's the best thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing. Meats, you know, salmon, chicken. Oh yeah, lamb's another one I didn't mention earlier. Now I've been seeing some of these other channels too, giving their dogs actual geese and duck with the feathers and everything still on them. You know what I mean? That's the other channel I was talking about, Fit Bully TV, which is a good channel. He don't feed his dogs dog food at all. It's all about raw, even his puppies. He gives the puppies a little this mush type mixture when they first come off the mom. But within a week or two, I would say probably within 2 weeks, he starts introducing them to raw meat. You know, I got this stuff too. I didn't throw it in the video yesterday, but I had it sitting there when I did the dry dog food. It's called Wild Alaskan Salmon Oil, and it goes by weight. Come here. It goes by weight, and you basically it goes by weight. So Daisy's I think it said what was it, 50 pounds to 70 pounds, 2 pumps. So you pump it on the food, and it's an oil. And then I ordered another one. So that one was Alaskan salmon oil. I ordered another one that was sardine oil. But you don't want to give too much of that shit, because it'll give them diarrhea. Too much oil. So, you know, but the sardine oil has omega-3, 6, and 9s in it. The salmon oil only has omega-3 and omega-6. I'm gonna figure out too at some point here what there's some vitamins too called New Vet that I went to order, and then it wouldn't let me order it. I guess it said something about they were like refreshing the website, and they sent me a few messages now talking about, hey, you left something behind, an order that you didn't complete. They're like, was there something we said, something we did? It's questions in the thing, and so the breeder that I'm getting champ from, you guys on Instagram want to check them out. It's called B and B Bullies. They're out of Spokane, Washington. She said they sent me a screenshot of another deal that's for joints and allergies and stuff like that. It's a lot cheaper than the new vet, but you hear a lot of good stuff about the new vet. You know, I've been spending a lot of money on these dogs. You know, Champ, I spent a lot of money on him already. I ain't even got him yet. You know what I mean? New collar, new leash, new harness, new bowls, 3 bags of puppy food. He hasn't even got here yet. Hey, come on. So, but it's one of those things. So then on top of all that, I was going to this route, the muscle supplements, right? I haven't used any of that on Daisy yet, and you can already see some of her muscles, like on her shoulders, coming out. You know what I mean? And she's gonna be a big dog. The only thing I found funny yesterday was in the Embark DNA test. It said that, oh, she'll be about 63 pounds, and I'm like, what the hell? She's already that now. It's 6 months old when I sent that in, right? She was 59 pounds 3 weeks ago, and then I weighed her about 10 days ago, and she was 61 point something. So I just rounded to 62. But yes, I don't know. So that starts making me think, like, is these tests even legit? You know what I'm saying? Because her father's 140, 150 pounds. He's got like a 20 inch head. He's about 24, 25 inches tall. The mom's 120 pounds, 125 pounds with a 25-inch head, and she's like 2 inches shorter than him. So these are big dogs, almost double XL, what you would consider double XL. Her father's definitely double XL. Her mom is, like I said, about 22 inches. So she's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches short of being considered a double XL, even though they don't really acknowledge that size. That's where we're at with that. But yeah. So say to 63 pounds. I mean, how is that even possible? You know what I mean? That ain't possible. Then it ain't happening. She's at now. So I don't know. It just makes me wonder about the tests, if they're really legit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If those DNA tests are really legit. Dragon 182. So yeah, hey, I don't know how fast you can do those collars and harnesses. If you can do harnesses too, but if you can, man, there's a big opportunity for that. You know what I mean? As far as making money, you know what I'm saying? Making a business out of it, and I'm gonna be going to these bully events now a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man, if there's a way maybe we can figure out something on some business, but again, like I said, I don't know how long it takes you, if you can kick them out fast. I don't know. Maybe we can wait while you kick out a bunch and then do special orders. I don't know. It's up to you. If it's just it's an idea. Give me a email though. You still haven't emailed me. We could figure out some things, Dragon. But how you doing? Hey, come here, Daisy. Here, go get it. Come on. She's up on the hill. I don't know if you guys can see her up there. This is the park I used to come to when I was a kid. This is my neighborhood right here. This is the neighborhood I grew up in. All the schools were right here in this. My elementary school's on that side. If you guys can see that. On the other side of the park over here on this side is the middle school. And then down the street a little ways is the high school. I opened up the high school. First year it was open. So everything was right here in my neighborhood. I can make any style. Turnaround is about 3 to 7 days. Yeah, I am down. I will email you. Do you got the email? You want me to put it down here again? Here, I'll put it down anyways. All right, there's the, oh shit, there it goes. There's the email right there. Give it, screenshot it if you don't have it yet. That goes for anybody. Anybody want to get at me? There's the email right there. Hit me up. let me know who you are, like the name you use here, in case it was not the same. Or I suggest create one that's the same as the comments, the name you use in the comments here. Um, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I think it's a good opportunity, especially if you can, do some on the prices, because they're advertising a lot of there's a lot of companies out there advertising, collars and harnesses, leather ones, a lot of them with spikes, different designs, different colors on the collars. Some just a legit leather color, some of them a little like caramel brown, work boot brown. They got a lot of different things, but it's like everybody's charging the same amount of money. So it's like, where do you know what I mean? It's just at that point, it's just like, okay, which one you like the best? It's like it's a lot of competition out there, but at some point you need to be a little bit cheaper on the price. And I think that will gain you more customers. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to the bigger dogs, the bigger XLs, and even the standards and the pockets that are like real thick and real, real solid, real muscular looking. They like to put those spike collars on them. You know what I mean? And then they got different harnesses as well. But yeah, that's up to you though. But if you want to do that, hit me up. I know there's an event coming up on the 25th of this month, and there's another event April 15th, which is a show. I believe this one coming up is a show too. And those ones are the bullies of all sizes. These couple events. Me personally, I prefer the XL. Going to the XL shows, XL events, because I'll be honest, I don't really like the micros and the pocket bullies. Put it this way, I don't like the bullies that have the bulldog looking faces. I don't know. I just don't dig that. They got a lot of health problems. They're just standing there and they're breathing hard, tongue hanging all the way down their, out their mouths, and they're breathing hard and they ain't doing anything. They're not even chasing a ball. They're just standing there and breathing, that, that shit, you know what I mean? And that's because of the bulldog, the French bulldog, the Boston Terrier, whatever they bred back to make these dogs, you know what I mean? And that goes for the bigger ones too. Like some of them you'll see they'll have that bulldog look with the sad looking eyes, and the noses will be pushed in more, more of that smashed in look. I don't like those, you know what I mean? To each his own, you know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking nobody. That's what you want to have. That's your business. That's your dog. That's your, obviously you take care of it. It's yours. But me personally, I like what I got. You know what I'm saying? I like what I got. Come here, Daisy. Come on. Come on. I don't know if there's a dog on that side, and she's going on down the other side of the hill. Come on, look. Here. Go get it. Come here, girl. Come on. Hey. Here. Sometimes she be trying to ignore me. Hey. Here, go get it. Here. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Whoa. Good girl. She comes down like a freaking little tank. You don't see it? Here. This is another one. Ready? Go get it. So she's got drive. She's got a little drive to her. She's got drive to her, but she loses it fast. Like she gets tired quick. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll throw her little toys and she'll just look at it, and then I'll have to go towards it, and then she'll run and go get it. So I'm hoping with the pup, it'll put more of that fire up under her arse and get her going a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the problem with some of these big ass dogs, man. They're just straight up couch potatoes. You know what I'm saying? They don't, and if that's what you want your dog for, that's cool. But when it comes to breeding them and passing on the genes, you want to, temperament's number one in my opinion. But healthy and a good structure is right there, almost neck and neck. And then, that drive, to play, to run around, you know what I mean? So I had to get her kind of used to that because, she was just confined, her first 5 months of her life. So I'm behind, you know what I'm saying? I'm very behind with her. And, the other day, man, matter of fact, yesterday, I went to the car wash to go vacuum the car out in the back from when I had my son's dog back there when we went to the marina a few weeks back, and there was some loose hairs, so I wanted to go vacuum it up. Plus, they slobber too, so there was some dried up slobber stains and whatever. But anyways, I bring her out the car, and this was my bad. I knew better than this, and I should have tied her up a little bit further away. But when I turned the vacuum on, she got hella scared, and she fucking like went to get away, and she pulled the water thing right out of the freaking thing, and the water was just gushing everywhere. That was a stupid move I made. I knew better than that on both things. Her being scared of the vacuum, the noise, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, putting her that close. I should have put her a little bit away. What's going on? Lip gloss laxative. I don't know if you've seen those little things I sent you on Instagram. You know what I mean? You know, the Winter Baseball Classic is kicking off. And, you know, us Puerto Ricans love that baseball. El béisbol. La bola se va, se va, se va. La bola se va. Sí, like a fucking El Gran Combo says, right? El caballo pelotero. Anyways, you know, anybody that knows Puerto Ricans know that we're fucking proud as fuck. Proud ass people. You've seen some of the comedians up there on stand-up talking about Puerto Ricans and all the flags. You know damn Skippy on that, right? I got, just in my car alone, I got like 4 flags hanging in my car. I got the flag hanging from the mirror. I got a chain with the cross, that's the flag. I got boxing gloves hanging on my blinker thing, and then I got a towel that you guys see me in that one thumbnail that Nelson put of me a while back, a long time ago on the no-fly zone, and I got the towel on my shoulder. I got that one. You know what I'm saying? So I represent, you know what I'm saying? Like most of us do. Baseball been very, very good to me. Yeah, baseball's a shit, man. But you know what? I think Puerto Rico's now on the island, man. They're starting to do more things in life, you know, because at one point it was just dependent on baseball or depending on becoming a musician, right? A famous musician. Now, you know, the baseball game, you know, it was PR and DR. Those are all the players, you know, the Latin countries. Now it's Venezuelans and DRs, you know, and then you have Cubans now and then that defected going through, you know, Mexico or wherever they decided to take off from the team. But I think PR, the Boricuas now are more, you know, they're doing a lot bigger things in life now. You know what I mean by that is different, careers. You know what I mean? It's not always about, you know, hoping making it big to play baseball and, you know, get out the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a misconception too. People think because Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, which it is, but there's a lot of poverty in Puerto Rico. There's a lot of crime, a lot of gang banging, a lot of violence, corruption with the cops too. You know, I don't really know how far the corruption goes and, you know, what type of corruption, but I know I've heard things over the past with different family members and friends that I've met over the years, and I've heard stories. You know what I mean? A lot of times I want to say it's probably the beat cops, things like that, but I can't say that for sure. I don't know, so I don't really speak on things that I don't know for sure. You know, I'll just say like if I've heard something, but I'll let it be known that hey, I didn't hear this myself. You know what I mean? A lot of Ricans have been migrating to the mainland. Oh yeah, a lot of them been going to Florida too, Orlando, Florida. New York is not like it used to be. Well, the boroughs, you know, there was a lot of Ricans there at one time. I would imagine there was probably more Ricans in New York City than in the island. You know, the island's not big. You know, it's only like 4 million people. And you know they have a big problem with the hurricanes every year. You know, especially these last few years, man. Katrina really, not Katrina. What was it? Maria, I think it was. You know, it really fucked them up bad. You know what I mean? And then the debt and, you know, and like I said, poverty, it's major poverty over there in Puerto Rico. A lot of violence, you know, in different barrios, different neighborhoods. You got a big gang problem, you know, stuff like that. You know, basically just like in the urban inner cities here, you know, Detroit, Chicago, you know, the Brooklyn, you know, LA, Oakland, San Francisco, you know, it's the same stuff. It don't matter where you're from. I always say this. It don't matter where you're from, man. They have the same things everywhere. You got killers everywhere. You got gangbangers everywhere. You got fucking people that'll rob your ass in a flat ass second out there. You know, you got them stick up boys, stick up kids. You know, you got rats everywhere. You know, a lot of these people come out here and oh yeah, I'm from parts unknown. We don't fucking play. We're some of the downest motherfuckers there is. That come on, man. That ain't. It doesn't matter. Like, you know, if you guys don't understand what I'm saying by using that concept, I'll say that people like New York will say New York because that's the biggest city in United States. I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx. You know, we don't play. I'm from Philly. We don't fucking play. We'll fuck you up. I'm from Chicago. I'm from LA. You know, all that shit is irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like I've said this before, I know some dudes that can't fight a lick. They can't fight a lick if their life depended on it, but they'll fucking put some steel up in you quick. They'll blast your ass quick. You know what I mean? I know other dudes that can fight like a motherfucker from the shoulders, but you go to prison, they don't want to be stabbing nobody. That's not their, you know, like I say that too. Prison ain't for everybody. Prison ain't for everybody. You're going to be asked to do things you're not going to want to do, you know? And that's the real deal, Holyfield matter of it, that people need to fucking open their eyes to it, that, you know, you're going to be asked to do things you're not going to want to do. Come on. Damn, girl, you running hella fast, you little tank. I don't know if you guys caught that. Boy, she's getting her little exercise on. Look, she's breathing hard. But yeah, you know, prison ain't for everybody, man. Especially with the folks I ran with, who I run with. You know, your ass, you got to put shit up your ass, and it's got to be properly secured. And you know, and just think about. I mean, you know, it sounds funny, but it's real shit. You know, you got any intelligence, you know, and you got to pass it on to somebody. And if it has a shit smell, you're getting disciplined for that, because you're taught how to secure it properly without, you know, getting any type of poo-poo smell on it, you know. And again, I know it sounds funny, but hey, this is real deal shit. And if you decide that, oh, I'm going to try to shortcut stuff and, that you're going to try to shortcut stuff and not properly secure it. And the only way to properly secure it is putting it up your, you know what. And if you try to, you know, shortcut stuff by trying to hide it somewhere else in your cell or within your person, on your socks or in your shoe, and you get caught with it, that's your ass. Now, it could just be a DP, a discipline, or it could be them trying to get that ass and stick something in you for being not responsible, right? It's your part of your D's and R's, part of your duties and responsibilities. So a lot of these people are very naive on what really goes on in there, especially here in California, especially if you're with you know, a group segment, you know. So you know, I go so far on saying what I say, as far as when it comes to that, because I'm not going to be out here, you know, saying names and group names and fucking certain things. That's just not my place to do. But I will, you know, put people up on game on some of this stuff, you know what I mean? And you know, it you know, it's not all fucking hunky-dory up in that motherfucker, I'll tell you that. Your family, when it comes to you making phone calls and calling, hey, get out of there. Damn, she's always eating shit off the ground. What the fuck? What are you eating? Huh? What are you eating? Give me see. Drop it. Yeah, drop that shit. What is that? Damn, what the fuck is that? A bone. Look at this shit. But she just barely started shitting decent. And, you know, she was shitting runs for a while, man. So I don't know if it was from her eating some off the ground or fucking when I switched to dog food, you know, I didn't do it. I didn't introduce it slowly. I just went from one dog food to the other. So it could have been that, or she could have got something off the ground. Heading back to work, Big Lou. Hit me up after you check. All right, I will. Dragon 82. I still have a lot of family there. The corruption on the island is deep. Yeah, I figured it was, but you know, I don't know personally a lot about it, you know, other than just that. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of corruption in the DR, especially back when your folks went from DR to PR. You know what I mean? I know that. And then Haiti, you know, different places, you know, always Mexico's really bad. You got well, Venezuela, Nicaragua. I'm pretty sure. I think El Salvador. Now I heard somebody say a investigative journalist say the other day that his father was bragging about that they got a president in there now that doesn't play that shit, and the country's going in the right direction now, and that the father wanted to go back and check and go visit, you know, his motherland, the patria. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, let's see. People need to know what to expect out of prison before they put themselves at risk to go to prison. Like me, for example, I can't do prison due to my hemorrhoids. No way I could put anything past. Yeah, that's what's up. You know, you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, that's an exit. It's not an entrance." Well, I guarantee you, buddy, you will. And when I say you will mind somebody, you will mind somebody. That's what I mean. Because if you, like I said, if you try to take shortcuts, yeah, it'll work for a while. But if you happen to get caught up because you don't want to put some, especially if you got a position, you don't want to put something, you know, things secure it. And when I mean, like I just said, when I mean secure, that means putting it away where it's got to go. And the only place is the poop chute. If you get caught up with stuff that you're not supposed to, get caught with, now if they take you to the, and have you x-rayed and they find and put you on potty watch, that's different. But if you get caught with it, say like in some of your mail or in your sock or in your shoe or under your pillow or in your mattress, you're going to get DP'd. You're going to get disciplined for it. And it could even be worse than that, depending on what they find, right? What type of gang intelligence it is. So people, I remember one time I got disciplined by this youngster, man. He wanted to discipline me because my neighbor asked me to pull his arm, right? His arm was like fucking hurting him. So he wanted me like crack his arm basically. And he wanted me to pull it a certain way. Well, yeah, I was playing around a little bit and I pulled his arm and he goes, oh, like that. And, it hurt him, whatever. And this youngster, man, he was put in a position and this little fucker had the nerve to tell me, like he was going to discipline me. And in my head, I'm already being defiant. I'm like, fuck, I ain't doing shit. I'm not doing any discipline. I don't give a fuck, right? And don't get me wrong, people, I would have done it at the end of the day. That's just what I was saying at the time, right? Because I don't give a fuck how tough you are. When you got fucking 3 guys coming at you, fucking one with a piece and 2 bombing on you, the one with the piece is considered a hitter. And the other ones that are just coming to hit on you, those are called bombers. So they usually, my folks will send 3 guys, 1 with a piece, 2 without a piece. As soon as the dude with the piece does what he got to do, he gets gone, and the other 2 guys continue to beat and do whatever on this cat. Okay. So, at the end of the day, I would have did the discipline, but at the time I was saying, fuck that, right? So anyways, this little fucker ends up getting moved from one side of the building to the other side, from the east side to the west side of the building. And he had a position, like I said, and so this kid fucking, and I said he's a kid, he was like 20 years old at the time, and I was like 37 or 38. And what happened was he fucking, rolled all his stuff up to move to the other side. He just rolled all his stuff up in his mattress and carried it. Well, he leaves all his paperwork underneath the mattress. And what I mean by paperwork is all his stuff that pertain to his position. So like people's names, their nicknames, their neighborhoods, their court dates, when their next court date was, their California Department of Correction numbers, a lot of their information. So right away, because I was moving to his bunk, because it was a corner bunk, so I had the wall on the other side. So that was perfect. You ain't got to worry about nobody coming up behind you. So anyways, when I move over there, I see that he left his stuff. So of course I grab it, secure it. So as soon as we come off for rec time, somebody's hitting the door and one of the homies go over there and they're like, hey, he's calling you, Bodie, right? So I go over there and I go, hey, don't trip. I already got, before he could even say anything to me, I go, don't trip. I got you. And so he says, hey, DP, don't worry about it, man. Because he didn't strike it up yet and put it on his bi-weekly report. You know what I'm saying? So I escaped on that one, but that was because of me doing what I'm supposed to do and assist the house, even though he would have gotten big trouble, man, for that. You know what I mean? If the cops would have came for whatever reason, especially the gang unit, and found that shit, it'd have been all bad for him. Tim Egan, what's up, Tim Egan? Marcos Rios, EPA, East Palo Alto, baby. I think that's what you mean by EPA, East Palo Alto. So if you guys don't know, East Palo Alto at one point was one of the roughest fucking little cities there was. And if you guys don't know, Stanford, the college is in Palo Alto, not East Palo Alto, even though it's the same, it's the, one side of town, I guess you could say. Palo Alto is Santa Clara County, and East Palo Alto is San Mateo County. Big difference. Palo Alto, again, is Stanford, right? Top-notch school, top-notch area, and East Palo Alto straight ghetto. So like Richmond, Oakland, like I said, at one time it was one of the roughest spots, and they had a rap group called Totally Insane. What are you eating now? God damn it. Drop it. Let me see. Give it to me. Give it. Come here. Another bone. Same kind of bone. So she ain't gonna be able to smash that one. She's gonna end up swallowing it and get stuck in her throat, perhaps. So anyways, my son called me, texted me a little bit ago, and he's like, what's up, Dad? I'm like, what's up? He's what are you doing? I said, hey, you wanna he's like, what's up with the pup? You get it yet? No, not yet, tonight. I said, you wanna roll with me? Because it's just gonna be me and Daisy rolling to San Francisco tonight. The plane lands at 10:30. So I gotta be in baggage claim at 10:25. They want me there, just to make sure I'm there on time, early. That way, because the person bringing them, transport person's got to get right back on the plane to go to LA, I guess. So anyways, I'll be getting them tonight. And so these two dogs, so Daisy and this Champ are, so basically Daisy's grandpa, his name is Horchata. Champ, he's also Champ's great grandfather. So they're related that way, but they don't have no other relations as far as like their parents are not related. You know, Horchata was taken to another female to breed. And that's how they started coming down the line to make Bubba, which is Champ's father. I want to say though that there's like 2 dogs or 3 dogs in the bloodline of both the dogs that they each have on them. I think Mr. Markov, who was another legend in the XL Bully game, and I want to say, I believe the other one was, man, I forgot. I have to look into it, but I want to say there's between 2 and 4 dogs that both dogs have on their pedigree. So when we do get to them breeding, it'll be a double up on those dogs, which is going to be good, and it'll go towards their COI, which stands for basically is their the inbred percentage of the blood. So when people say, if you ever hear people say, well, how strong is the blood, or the blood is very tight, that's what they mean, the COI. I can't remember what it stands for, but basically means, you know, yeah, exactly. Marcos Rios, yeah, the higher murder rate they had at one time, exactly. When Totally Insane, the rap group Totally Insane was out there. Yeah, so for a while there, it was bouncing back and forth between Oakland, Stockton, Richmond, and EPA. Very fucking rough neighborhoods. I mean, a lot of crime, a lot of robbery. And what I mean by a lot of crime, I don't mean petty shit. I'm talking about murders, attempted murders, manslaughters, fucking armed robberies, you know, home invasions, that type of stuff. Real fucking, real crimes, not fucking petty theft with a prior or receiving stolen property, even though those are still felonies. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about real fucking heavyweight shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come on. Assault with a deadly weapon, great bodily injuries, you know, where people are actually doing things to somebody. Hey, come here. Fuck, man. Look at, she's just chomping on shit. Get over here, god damn it. Well, you're pissing me off. Eat shit off the floor all the time. It's like you think they would think, like, hey, my stomach was upset for a whole week. You know what I mean? God damn. Daisy, what are you doing? Get over here. Come on. I'm going to tie you up. You keep fucking up. I'll tie you up. You're going to have to sit over here by me. What's up, my boy, my brother Carlos? I called you a little bit ago. I'll talk to you later. I don't want to say it here. I had to ask you a few things, but not a few things, one thing, but I don't know if you got it. I sent you, Nelson and Leo some things from the baseball classic. Puerto Rico, boy, they're all pumped up out there while they're getting ready for the game to start. I don't know if you got them, Carlos or Leo. I know I kind of mentioned too, but I don't know. Did you get them? So basically, they're playing like the maracas and they're hitting the congas and they're getting all pumped up for the game. Bomba playing that type sound. You know, I had to tie her up. She keeps going too far. And she's chomping on a bunch of shit on the floor, so she got to get tied up. Hey, girl. Hey. Daisy. Say hi to everybody. But anyways, I like it when her tongue's out because she's getting her little run on. She was going up and down the hill. But anyways, yeah. So I think my son's gonna is gonna ride with me tonight. So I'll leave here at like 9 o'clock to make sure I'm there by 10:30. Well, actually 10:25. I gotta be at the baggage station to get Champ. I told the breeders that I didn't need nothing, just send them with this original collar. Because when you have all these puppies, what the breeders do is they put a different color on each puppy. That way you know what puppy's who. I told them to send that, like memorabilia type deal. And then they said, hey, they recommended that they send a little bit of the puppy food because I did a video on the diamond bags that I got now. That's not the brand they've been feeding them. So, like I mentioned earlier, you introduce it slowly. You know what I mean? Because otherwise it'll mess their stomach up. Yeah, you got tangled on. Okay, hold on. Okay, good girl. All right, sit down. So, yeah, so you know, you can go half and half, the old food that they've been on, and then mix it with the new food, or 70-30, you know, and feed it like that a couple of days, and then go a little less of the food that they've been on and a little bit more of the new food, so on and so forth, until you're giving them all the new food. He's been eating a lot of hamburger meat. That's what they've been giving ground beef. So I'm gonna lean towards that, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just keep it simple. I'm just gonna give them chicken quarters, chicken legs, and then ground beef, and then probably give them a little treat now and then of some fish and maybe some liver, um, with whatever supplements I end up giving them, as far as for the muscle and all that, and then also the vitamins for the joints. And then I got the Alaskan oil to pump on the, you know, put some pumps on the food, and then also some eggs. So I'm gonna keep it simple like that. I'm not gonna get all crazy, man. Some of these people, man, it looks like some of the food, it looks like a fucking petri dish. You know what I mean? It looks like bacteria is growing on this shit. You know, and as far as and then I'll give them sauerkraut, some cottage cheese. Let's see. There was the vegetables. I can't really remember all the vegetables right now, but the fruits, you know, apples, oranges, bananas, strawberries, all that stuff. You know what I mean? What's going on here? Am I getting text messages? Oh, that's from Carlos. Well, anyways. So yeah, I just wanted to drop another little live. I'll probably go another 9 minutes, make it an hour, hop off. But yeah, let's see. My Chihuahua found a piece of a squirrel's tail he was munching on after his walk. Yeah, see, and yeah, and I mentioned earlier, Tim, you weren't here yet, but there's two channels, and I mentioned this before, and you've probably heard me. There's two channels that I watch as far as when it comes to the bullies. I watch QBNK, or it's also known as QBN Kennels. That's a cat out of Texas. He's originally from Miami, a veteran. Raul Fagundes. Anybody, I suggest go check his channel out. He got a lot of good information on a lot of different things when it comes to the bullies. But a lot of the information even pertains to just dogs in general. And then I also watch Fit Bully TV on YouTube, and on Instagram it's Fit Bully Kennels. And he don't feed his dogs nothing but raw, even as puppies. Once they come off the mother, he gives them like a little mush for a couple of weeks, and then boom, he starts throwing racks of ribs out there for them. He throws hog heads and a whole chicken, and let the puppies eat on it. And then he also gives them what was it? He gives them a few other. Oh, I seen him give them duck and geese, I think it was, and they were like with the feathers and all that, and they were chomping the shit out. And I seen some other people recently too give him duck and stuff like that. And then on the other hand, Raul gives his dogs wintertime they get kibble, which is dog food, and then summertime he gives them raw. And you know, he makes up each plate or each bowl for each dog. Some dogs get different things. Like with Fit Bully TV, he gives his dogs different things. They don't all get the same thing based on what he feels they're lacking or need to get more of. So you know, it's real interesting to hear some of their perspectives and their theories on things. But you know, just like with everything, everybody's not gonna always agree with what other people say. But when you're getting results from what you're doing, then you know at some point there it's gotta mean something. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, there are definitely two good channels, man. There's a couple other channels I watch, but these two channels by far are just kicking ass when it comes to knowledge. And you know, and they're not how would I say, I don't know if greedy is the right word, or yeah, greedy in the sense that they're trying to hold the freaking information. You know what I'm saying? U2F Keys. Hey, what's going on? Hey, oh man, I don't know what the hell happened, but that last message you sent me last night, 3 different occasions I tried to send back a response to the message. And I want to say once I fell asleep with it in my hand, and I dropped it. The other times it would not put the message through. So I don't even know if it ended up going through or not, but anyways, it was it was frustrating. And then this morning I tried to check it to respond, and it said no results found. So I don't even know if anything went through on the last comment or not. But I just so that I'm not because I don't like leaving messages unanswered. But sometimes when I had the YouTube and the StreamYard, the messages would go to both sometimes, and I wouldn't get messages, and I would find messages later on. Now I turned off I don't know if I turned off the StreamYard or the YouTube, but now it doesn't show me the messages the same way. So sometimes if any messages I haven't answered, that's what's going on with that. But yeah, I appreciate you sharing that picture, that photo, that post of Canelo. And that's a trip that King Liger is on his pedigree and on Daisy's pedigree. So you know what I mean. But Sea Dog and Cooper podcast. What's going on, man? I said my saludos, bendiciones a ti, man. Ya tú sabes. See, bones off the ground is like bad pussy. You don't really like it, but if no one is watching you, you can. Yeah, really, what are you doing? And she's always, man. I don't know, man. I take it offensive. You know what I mean? Because like when she peed the other day, I got mad, right? Because I'm like, I'm on top of this shit. Why are you do this, right? But anyways, she's fed really good. I even give her extra sometimes when I shouldn't. You know what I mean? Because she eats pretty good. You know what I'm saying? She's not skinny. You guys see her. She's pretty big. Everybody thinks she's a full-grown dog, and she's 7 months old. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you guys haven't already, sub to Sea Dog and Cooper podcast. He got a good little channel there. A lot of oh, that's why then I took the video down. Oh, that's what happened. That's why I said it wasn't available. But yeah, check out Sea Dog. He's got a good channel, a lot of good conversations. He has a lot of guests on, a lot of good guests talking real shit. You know what I mean? Go ahead and also go check out Dragon Leatherworks. Here's his link. In fact, I think I'm tapped in already. Let me make sure. But yeah, definitely hit me up. Oh, you said you already emailed me. Oh, this is a website. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. That's some good shit. Man, that's some awesome ass work right there, boy. But yeah, email me, man, and we'll figure out something, because that stuff's in demand, man. And the bullies are so in demand that, there's puppies. They're always having puppies, and these dogs are huge fucking dogs. And what better to have a fucking nice leather collar on them, a thick one, like 1.5 inches to 2 inches, even bigger maybe, depending on how big the dog is. But I see inch on the websites. I see an inch, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and the 2 inches is really what you want. I would think that's what I would want. But obviously the prices change when you get more material. Lucky Loco, drop your link, Lucky Loco. I send mine to Yakima. So my puppy's coming. He's coming from Spokane, Washington tonight. I don't know how far Spokane is from Yakima, but nonetheless, same state. Dragon does some badass work. Yeah, he does. I've seen some of his stuff he's came on different channels. I think twice I've seen him come on a channel, show his stuff on the screen. And now I just seen his website. That's some badass shit. That's some badass work. So I'm hoping, Carlos, that me and him can do something business-wise, because now, since I'm going to be frequenting these shows and events for bullies, he said the turnaround is like 3 to 7 days. Maybe we can get something going where I can, have the material, some of the items, and be able to not only show them on my Instagram, but also have them in person there, and then we can go from there. You know what I mean? Okay, 4 hours away. Thanks, Carlos. I'm about to bless Big Lou with some fire. It's going to be a badass dog collar. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate that. But even more so on that, I'm looking on business, boy. Let's do some business, because I know that work you do, especially the Day of the Dead type stuff, on those items, those holsters too. Because most of these people are legit people. They got they got guns. They got legitimate guns. So I could see them wanting that. And a lot of people in the bully community are Latinos, and so Day of the Dead, Mexican, that goes deep, right? I don't think we had that in Puerto Rico, but I have seen some I had some things associating Day of the Dead with Puerto Rico, but I don't. Every Puerto Rican I've ever asked about that, they say no, but um, I'm not sure. Oh, what's the matter? What is it, Daisy? What? Huh? She started growling right now. I don't see nobody. Yeah, ain't nobody around. She's a good ass watchdog too, man. Like when she hears anybody around the, you know, by the door or knock, she barks. A couple of times, well, a few nights ago, it was raining really bad, and I brought her to the park, and it was pouring, but I waited, you know, the hope that the rain stopped to let her out. And I kind of dozed off for about 5 minutes. And I know it was only 5 minutes because the video I was watching was only a 10-minute video, 12-minute video, and it was still going. I woke up to her growling, and there's a freaking cop at my door. And so she's like, "Rrr," you know what I mean? And I wasn't doing nothing. He's like, "What are you doing?" I said, fucking look like I'm doing, motherfucker. And I talked to them like that too. Because it's like, don't come over here fucking with me. I ain't fucking with you. I ain't doing anything wrong. So, you know, unless I'm doing something wrong, then ask for fucking IDs or fucking this and that. I'm not on parole, not on probation. They got no fucking reason to fucking search me or anything like that. You know what I mean? So, and that's what you got to do. You got to check these cops because they, you know, a lot of times they got these badges. They think they could just do whatever the fuck they want. And that's not how it works. You know what I mean? Big Lou, you might not see a threat, but yeah, exactly. That's why right now I looked all around because, that's another thing too. Like, yeah, like Carlos just said, dogs, trust your dogs, man. When there's somebody that comes around, your dog's fucking like acting abnormal, you know, as far as, you know, growling at him or he don't like him, he or she doesn't like that person. Take it for what it's worth and stay the fuck away from them because these dogs can sense when a motherfucker is a janky motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? There was a story that Big Gemini Kennels, BGK, if you guys don't know who he is, he's one of the biggest well-known producers of XL bullies, blue ones though. Now he's doing he's still producing the blue ones. He's got well-known rock, BGK rock, BGK Cujo, who ended up going overseas and doing his thing over there, but he's well known for producing blue ones. But right now he's on the Merle thing and he's got some nice Merle. Matter of fact, his name is Gambino, and he's producing. So basically, what he does, he produces dogs, males that produce producers. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some dogs that look nice and they can't push puppies for a fuck or to fuck. They just their sperm counts fucked up, or they don't have it in them to pass on the genes. But this dude is well known for his dogs, him producing his dogs first of all, and then them producing producers. 2, 3, 4 generations, and it still keeps going. But he told a story of a lady that said, you know, she didn't live in a nice neighborhood. She had a young little daughter, 5 years old, 4, 5, 6 years old. She was very little, and I don't know how he met her or whatever. That's irrelevant. But she got at him about getting a dog, but she said she didn't want to deal with the puppy thing. She wanted to get a like a sub-adult, you know, a year old, maybe 2 years old at tops dog, and he hooked her up with a dog he had. They hit it off good. The dog, the girl, the mother, and then I guess she started dating, and this dude came around. He gave him the name John, I think, and the dog fucking didn't like him at all. I mean, like literally would want to tear his ass up. And so she tells him about it, and he recommends a certain kennel, a certain strong ass kennel, steel kennel, like a little crate. And so she gets it, and even when he would come in and he was in the kennel, the dog would be, you know, going off. And she says one day she wakes up to a bunch of commotion, her daughter screaming and crying and the dog going off. And when she gets up and goes in her daughter's room, this motherfucker's in the room, and he ends up escaping by getting out of his pants, right? But what happened was the motherfucker had his pants down or something. And then when the cops come, first he tells the neighbors, "Oh no, it's all good, you know, I'm all right, whatever." And then what ends up happening is the cops show up because the neighbors already had called the cops. The cops show up and fucking they run his name or whatever, and they end up taking the lady to the side and saying, "Oh, this motherfucker is wanted on fucking funny shit with kids." And then they end up, I guess, adding on more charges because the fact that he was still on paperwork and he wasn't either giving him checking in and giving him his new address, or he was part of his parole or part of his probation stipulation was he's not supposed to be around kids. It was something like that, so they tacked on some more charges. So the fucking dog, like what Carlos said, they might send something that you don't see, or they see something that you don't see, or whatever it is. But trust your fucking dog. Trust your dog when they start acting a certain way with somebody. It's for a reason. You know what I mean? It's for a fucking reason. Also, even with Daisy one time, there's a guy that he suffers from mental health, but where he has like Tourette's, where he's yelling and shit. And I took her to our favorite spot, or not. Well, I guess it was one of the main spots we were going to a lot at the time, City Hall, and fucking she got behind me a little bit because she was either she smelled something or she used the bathroom, so I was a little bit ahead of her, and I went up to the man and I gave him $20, right, and so she starts coming out, and it was like it curved around because he was sitting in front of this business because it was raining. Well, it just got done raining, so he was in the under something over his head so he wouldn't get wet. And so here she comes. So instead of her following me down that curve, she went all the way around, but she's growling at the same time and barking. Well, not so much barking, she was more growling. And he says out loud, "Oh, she don't like me too much." But I know that he suffers from mental health. But I mean, as far as what he really is about, as far as anything in his past, I don't know. I couldn't tell you that, but I do know he suffers from mental health. And so I don't know if that's what it was. She picked up on him, whatever he was kicking off, or was it something more sinister? I don't know. But nonetheless, trust your dog. Basically, it's the moral of the story. Trust your dog, and they'll never fail you. You know what I'm saying? They'll never fail you, and take it for what it's worth. And I highly suggest that. They're not called man's best friend for nothing. They're not used in police departments and different things, for their intelligence for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly believe that, and a lot of people believe that. And you know what I mean? Lou, you seen the video where the cartel had pit bulls bite off some dude private area? They should do that to be. Oh man, ooh-wee. You know what, man? Because let's keep it real. Most of the time, these motherfuckers don't. It's not a one and done with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They usually don't stop doing what they're doing until they get fucking life, or broke off a long fucking time and they come out as old men. But even then, they're still fucking devious. They got fucked up thoughts in their head. I don't give a fuck about, oh, well, it happened to them too. And it doesn't matter. They still know right from wrong. So fuck, man. I don't know. So basically what I'm saying, I hate even thinking about this shit right now. It's fucking disgusting. I think, I've heard this before, like they should give like chemically castrate them. So in other words, like giving them some type of pill that kills their fucking urge from here down there or whatever the fuck, or chop it off like you said, or let the dog eat it off. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's just unfortunate because for these kids that go through this shit, because I don't give a fuck how old, like basically what I'm getting to, like say the dude, an old man, he's 70 years old, 75 years old, he gets caught up for this or whatever, and then he goes to a jail or whatever, and they catch wind of it and they fucking smack the fuck out of him or beat him up or even stab him, whatever the fuck. People, they'll feel sorry for the old man, but it's like this motherfucker hurt a child that couldn't defend himself. What about that? In my opinion, street justice sometimes is just the answer. I guess I could say. I don't know. It's a touchy subject. I don't really even like thinking about it. I don't even like talking about it. Fucking turns my stomach. It's great the dogs catch on to shady people. Yeah, they do. They do. Old Republic Trade Company. Let's see what. Carlos, can you link my Instagram? Yeah, I don't have your Instagram either. I want that. Yeah, Carlos probably knows how to do it. They do that all around the world to those sick fucks. Just that one was filmed. Kill them. Yeah. Yep. And that goes for fucking people that were friends or fucking family members. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's sick shit. I don't give a fuck if they're family, friends. If that was to happen, and I knew these people. Well, you guys know. Remember? Well, I don't know if you guys know, but I did a video, and it's got 3 or 4 individuals in red jumpsuits right from jail. Well, the black dude is Anthony Waiters, Tony, we called him, and I went to high school with him, and I used to go to when it was lunchtime. I used to take off with him and go ride with him in his Cadillac, and then this fool ends up. It wasn't sexual stuff, but it doesn't matter. He abused this kid. This kid was like 15, 16 years old, maybe 14 at the time. I think he was 16, and the kid, he was the neighbor, and the kid that was being taken care of by these people, this couple, and his aunt is an aunt by marriage. All were taken to jail. The couple and the aunt by marriage took deals, and Anthony decided to take it to trial. He lost. He got like 35 years, I think. Plus, no. I thought he got 35 years, but when I did the video, he got 15 to life plus 11. And so he recently went up for parole and then denied him. Because he's still admitting he's innocent. He's always stood on that he was innocent, that he didn't do none of this. So when you go to the parole board, if you don't admit your guilt, you ain't got no action to coming out. They ain't gonna let you out. You know what I mean? And I don't remember if they did find him suitable, and then the governor Newsom shot it down, because what happens is a lot of guys will get found suitable for parole, and then after that happens, the governor office has so many days to either allow it to go through, or if they're going to try to stop, well, not try. If they're going to stop it, then they have to do it by a certain amount of time. So I want to say the whole process is like a 4-month process, I think, if I remember correctly. But Gavin Newsom and Jerry Brown had shot down that dude, the ex. I don't want to say the group he was with, but down south boys, LA boys. They're big boys, the big homies. Boxer Enriquez was like a 17, 18-year member, and then he decided to drop out, and he's been doing, ever since then, he's been doing big seminars for law enforcement, for FBI, where they pick him up from the pen he's at, they take him to a local county jail, and he's, up there on the stage at these seminars, conventions, talking about the group he used to be with and what they're involved with and all kinds of shit. And they kept denying his parole. They kept denying his parole, Governor Brown and Newsom, because they said that he's too big of a threat as far as a target on his back. So if they ever want to go after him, innocent people perhaps could be in the crossfire and shit like that, which it does make sense, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He did a long time. Not saying he deserves to get out. Well, he's out now. They finally let him out. And maybe 6 months ago, his son was found dead in a dumpster. Not a dumpster, but a drum out in the desert in Vegas. It had nothing to do with his dad. But yeah, it's a trip. Let's see. Newsom is slime. I think a rusty butter knife castration on any ripper. Wow. Okay, that's the Instagram right there. Let me tap into that motherfucker right now. Let's see. I was wondering what you meant by that when I read that Old Republic. I didn't understand. Old Republic Trading Company. Wait a minute. Can I just put the link in there? Let me just try that. Because I couldn't find it right now. Instagram.com blank Old Republic Trading. Oh, trade company. I put trading. Maybe that's why it didn't pop up. Okay, there it is. Boom. I put trading. That's what messed me up. Okay, I'm following you now. I got you, man. All right, people. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. I appreciate all you guys stopping in. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button before you guys go out. I could not, now that I'm following on Instagram, I could just DM you there, and I'll drop you my number. I don't even have to mess with the email. Dragon 82. I have them close to 7 figures. Fuck them. I have another mitigation on Tuesday for my father's wrongful death. Guess Virginia State Prison. Wish me luck. Oh yeah, good luck on that, man. I get emotional when I hear stories of kids getting abused. Yeah, man, I don't even fucking like it. I don't like it. I don't like that shit, man. It just fucking God, man, it's fucking disgusting. It fucking fucks with my. I don't know. As you guys can probably tell, when I'm talking, I gotta stop. It just, I don't like it. Fucked up. It's fucked up. I don't like old people getting fucked with. I don't like fucking kids getting fucked with. I don't like it when people call fucking talk shit about people that are no longer here. I don't like it. You guys know I don't like it when motherfuckers call another man a bitch or a punk, especially over this shit, over the phone. Tell that motherfucker in his face. Give him the opportunity to get with that program. You know what I mean? Don't do that cell warrior bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it when motherfucker calls me a rat or a weirdo without fucking paperwork. And even if a motherfucker gets arrested for something but is not convicted of it because it wasn't true, that all needs to be looked at. And when you got these people talking this shit, that's how you know that they ain't about it. They ain't about that life. They never done time. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. These people are getting way carried away with this shit. It's fucking, you know what I mean? I don't even watch channels no more. I watch there's a couple channels I watch, like No Excuses. I watch that because I support RJ, and Michael Jr. has been on the channel with me on here. What to do with Big Lou? Michael Leonardo Jr. got at me. He wants to do another show with me on boxing. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, I got to get with Nelson and Carlos, but a friend of mine, friend of the families. I known him since we were little kids. I think I'm a year, maybe 2 years older than him, but his dad and my oldest brother are good friends. He's a sergeant in the military, in the army. He's been in there for man, he must have at least by now. He's got to have 20 years in there at least. And so he's gonna come on. He already got with his with the office, his PAO over there, and they said it's all good. I wrote down what I'm going to talk to him about, so he ran it down to them because he was like tripping about politics. I said, we ain't talking politics. I don't do that. Basically just about, what made you want to, go into the military, what your initial plans were, if it was just a one and done. But anyways, he's got his squad leader, fellow Puerto Rican, he got injured in Iraq or Afghanistan. I forgot. He owns his own cigar company. So, he's got some badass stories, so I'm gonna have him. He's gonna get at him for me, and I wanna bring him on the no fly zone. So everybody knows. If you don't know, Carlos, Nelson, and myself are real big on fucking giving proper salute and respect and love and honor to our fellow veterans, past, present, even ones that are going to be in the future. Also, allied forces, Canada, France, England, they were there with our peoples fighting too. You know what I'm saying? So the respect goes to them too. So I really believe, since he's Puerto Rican as well, the no-fly zone is a place to bring him. All right. So yeah, that's what I want to do with that. And then maybe let him talk to reach out to another channel. I'm not going to say now because I just rather not say, but reach out to another channel. Maybe they can do something as well on a whole nother level, on a different topic. So yeah, so I got some things in the works. What's up, Buzz? Buzz, say what's the name of that brand dog food you said? Call of the Wild? I brought you up earlier and I said you mentioned the dog food you use. I think you said it was called Call of the Wild. And I have heard that one a few times too from different people. So, you know, it's all up to you though. If you what you feel the ingredients in the bags are what you that fits your dog. Because like I mentioned, Fit Bully TV, oh, Taste of the Wild. Okay, there it is. Taste of the Wild. Because like I mentioned, Fit Bully TV, he feeds his dogs different things. Whatever he feels they're lacking and they need more of, he'll give them a little more of this, a little more of that, you know, different things, you know what I'm saying? For example, like his biggest dog, Ego, he's a Merle. He said he could feel when he was after working out, running them and stuff, he could feel like bumps coming, and he says that was because of something, and he was gonna change the food. You know what I mean? So I know Carlos and Nelson would be down for that. Because I even told my boy when he sent me that message, I said, yeah, we definitely no fly zone. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring him on no fly zone. So I just said, yeah, get at him for me, and you know what I mean? But I gave him the links to this channel and the other channel, but he started watching some of the videos, and he was like, "Oh, cool, man." He said, "You know, you got a thing, you know, speaking." You know what I'm saying? I said, "Yeah, I heard that a few times." Um, but in my opinion, it's always better to have like the no fly zone. We have a panel. You know, there's a squad of us. There's three of us. You know, I just believe that for myself, I bounce off better when I have somebody else to talk to because we can bounce off each other. You know what I'm saying? And I think that works a lot better for me because there's only so much I can say sometimes when I have a topic. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, damn, I hate ending it right now with 13 people up in here, but I got some things I got to do right now. Possibly going to a quinceañera, and I got to make sure I got everything in line for my trip tonight to San Francisco to go pick up that boy at the airport. Champ. So I don't know if you heard me, Carlos, earlier, but the flight lands at 10:30. So I'll be picking up Champ at 10:30 in San Francisco tonight at the airport. And I got to be at the baggage area to pick him up 10:25. Because basically the transport lady's gonna give him to me, and then she's back on the plane, taking off again, straight back to back flights. Yeah, that's what I mentioned. U2F, Victor and Diamond. Victor Diamond, and then Buzz said Taste the Wild. He left that in the comment section yesterday. And I believe there's one other one too. But that's why I like to watch QB and K Kennels, Raul, because he don't he'll say what he believes and all that, but then he also goes on the hands-on approach where he goes into the Petco or PetSmart. I'm not sure which one he went to. He grabs the bags, he turns it so that you can see the ingredients on the camera. You know, and a lot of the dog foods that you think will be good, they'll start naming fucked up ingredients right from the gate. You know, like cornmeal and fucking whole grain this, whole grain that. And before they even name, you know, they don't even try to hide it. Basically, what I'm saying, like they don't say like chicken meal or chicken meal, whatever, lamb, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. No, they went right to shit. You know what I mean? And that's another thing too. A lot of these foods will have chicken byproduct on it, which is anything that got to do with the chicken. So it could be the beak, the claws, the fucking, all that shit. It's not actual chicken meat. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and have to tap out because I got too much stuff I gotta do, and I'm always fucking running late and pressing my time and fucking. Plus, I'm hungry. I gotta go eat too. I'm getting a little shaky, hydroglycemic. Feel me? No, I'm playing. I am hungry though. You know what I'm saying? I got to feed the monsters. The monster's awake and he's growling. So I got to go take care of that. You know what I mean? But the wife made some food, so I know I got some plate in the microwave when I get there. So a triangle of strength, mi hermano. Yep. Holla at me, Carlos, if you're not busy, give me a ring right now when I get off. But I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Carlos, U2F Keys, Buzz, Tim Egan, Dragon at 82. Who else tapped in? Lucky Loco. Yankees for Life, PNG Media News from Chicago, Buffalo Billy Go Ratty Outside, JM from San Ho, Lip Gloss Laxative, and Marcos Rios, EPA, East Palo Alto. I think that's pretty much it. Sea Dog, Choco. I didn't even, oh, my bad, Choco. Looks like a beautiful spring day in the valley. Yeah, it was sunny. Now the clouds are starting to, it's weird because that side over there is sunny, more clearer, and then that side over there is more gloomy. So it's supposed to rain all weekend. So it's coming back. The rain will be here again shortly. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, you stay safe too, you two F Keys. And again, bro, I appreciate you sharing the clip of Canelo. Nice dog, man. Do you still have connection? Do you still have a line of communication with the person at bottom? Do you see how he's doing as far as how he's growing and all that? But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and tap out. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I appreciate everybody that's been subbing and viewing and giving me those watch hours and views and also the subs these last 50 days or so. Everything's on the plus for my channel. Also, the no-fly zones went up in subscribers since we tapped back on. But I appreciate everybody, man. I appreciate everybody that's going to watch this after it's uploaded by YouTube. And yeah, I'm grateful to everybody. So with that being said, I wish everybody a positive, blessed, productive remainder of your Saturday as well as your weekend. You guys know I always say this. Always be aware of your surroundings. Also, be responsible people. If you're gonna go out there and party, make sure you got that that designated driver in place. Make sure your Uber and Lyft accounts are open, established so you can use them if you need be. Call that taxi if you have to. And if it gets that bad where you can't find any of those solutions, then walk that ass, because it's better to get a public intoxication compared to a motherfucking vehicle or manslaughter, and now you're going away to prison. And if you got already any DUIs on your record, it could be a potential life sentence. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you don't believe me, go to Stay Awake TV and listen to Sticks' story. What happened with him and his cousin. This is real shit, peoples. They're not playing with this shit when it comes to going to court. Drunk drivers. Believe it or not, a lot of these judges have family members that have been killed. I know of a couple of them in this area that they had family members that were killed by a drunk driver. They look at it with disgust when you come in front of them. And like I said, if you have a record of this already, it'll be all bad. And, if you don't want to take my word for it, like I said, keep playing with fire, because they will have a place for your ass. They will, that Motel 6 fucking commercial, they'll leave the light on for you. But that's how it is in prison, in jail. They'll leave that light on for you. You know what I'm saying? And they got a place for that ass, even if they got to stuff you underneath the bunk or put a fucking mattress on the floor because of overcrowding. They got a place for that ass. So keep playing with fire if you don't believe in me, and you'll find out for yourself. So with that said, I'm gone.